Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. It's like Friday happy hour, right? My name is Sally Neff. I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. We are streaming in a couple different places. So you are going to see that we are in our mega party that we had last night. So LeAnn, tell me what you thought about that. And while you're sharing a little bit about the mega party, I am going to check to make sure that we are streaming in all the right places.
You bet. What I love about the mega parties is it gives our customers the opportunity to see other stylists on our team and the different personalities, and they have different jewelry and they have different ways to style the jewelry. So that's what I love about it, is just seeing different jewelry, different stylings, different personalities, and how that even though we may be like one of them, right, was in Minnesota and one was on the East Coast, but we all were the same, but we're different. So
That's right. What I love about it so much is the fact that we are connected. We're connected through this amazing, beautiful platform of Park Lane, and it is the joy of jewelry. And I cannot wait for all of us here right now to hear about LeAnn and her story. So my name is Sally Neff. I live in Texas. I am an executive company vice president with Park Lane Jewelry. I have been with this company for 3 years. I've been in the direct selling space for over a decade, and I found the platform of jewelry to be such an amazing space to help create flexible entrepreneurship for women and men. If men like to do this, there are many men in our company who are amazing sellers. And I have found this to be such a gift to give so many people, such as LeAnn. And when you hear a little bit about LeAnn's story, you're going to hear, did LeAnn wear jewelry? Has she ever done direct sales? How is she going to Paris? And without further ado, I want LeAnn to introduce herself so you guys can get to know my friend.
Very good. Thank you so much for having me, Sally. My name is LeAnn Inman. I live in the southwest corner of Missouri, and I am a full-time licensed massage therapist. I own my own practice here in Aurora, and I don't know if I said it or not, but I've been doing that for 14 years. So that's my career. So I'm married. We've got children and stepchildren. We've got grandkids. We've got dogs. We've got cats. We've got it all. So how I heard about Park Lane Jewelry is my sister-in-law, Sarah Inman, started selling Park Lane Jewelry around 2 years ago. I'm not exact sure on the timeline. And so I knew about Park Lane from her, but I didn't think a lot about Park Lane or what it was or anything about it. I just knew Sarah sold a whole lot of jewelry. And so this last summer, my husband and I went to Mark and Sarah's to spend the weekend with them, which we do that every once in a while. And we got dressed to go out and eat dinner one evening. And I had gotten very lazy about my appearance. I didn't wear much jewelry. I've used the expression that I felt fat, frumpy, and 50. So I didn't wear much jewelry. I just got lazy about my appearance because with doing massage therapy, I really can't wear jewelry to work. So typical for me was just a pair of basic stud earrings and my wedding ring, and that was it. So when we had spent the weekend with Mark and Sarah, we were getting dressed to go to dinner, and I had my basic stud earrings on and my wedding ring, and we were getting ready to leave, and Sarah took me to her jewelry room, and it's awesome. Her jewelry room is awesome. I've never seen that much jewelry, and it was beautiful. And she said, "You want to wear some of my jewelry?" And it was like, well, yeah, I want to wear some of your jewelry. So I picked out a necklace. I picked out a bracelet, and it was actually the Yellowstone bracelet and the, not the arrow necklace. It was a different one. I don't even think it's available anymore. But so I picked out those two pieces of jewelry and put them on. And I cannot tell you what that did for my self-esteem. It made me feel pretty. It put a little pep in my step. My husband even noticed a difference in my attitude while we went to dinner. So I was like, this is okay. This is nice. And so when we got back, Sarah had a bracelet on the coffee table. It was this beauty right here. It's the Ocean Baby Signature bracelet. And I love the ocean. I love the beach. I love the blues. I love the greens. And I'm like, oh, Sarah, that bracelet is so pretty. I'm going to go this way. There we go. And she said, LeAnn, I'll give it to you if you join my team. And I was like, oh. She totally dangled a carrot in front of me. So I
That's
said,
Sarah Inman. I'm telling you, she's a force.
she
Okay,
is stealthy. Yeah, she's stealthy. She is stealthy. And that's a great thing about Park Lane jewelry is you don't have to beat people to death with it. The jewelry's beauty and it speaks beautiful and it speaks for itself. So we're walking, talking billboards, right? But anyway, so I told her, let me sleep on it and let me think about it. And so I was talking to Jeff about it. And of course I'd asked Sarah what I had to do. And I thought, I think I could do that. And I really wanted this bracelet. So I got up the next morning and I was like, okay, Sarah, I'll join your team. And so kind of the rest is history. So I signed up to do Park Lane with Sarah. I have absolutely no experience whatsoever with direct sales. I know enough about Facebook and going live to be dangerous. I totally, when I first got started, had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But what's great about Park Lane is you're not, Sarah told me baptism by fire, which is a little bit true. But I had Sarah, I have her team, Michelle's team, the whole treasure tribe. So anytime I've had questions or needed encouragement, you're not alone. You have a whole support team behind you to help you. So I started at the end of July and here I am now. I've got 4 people on my team. I'm trying to get promoted this month. That's my goal. I've been trying to do that. And I'll tell you what, Park Lane's been really good for me is getting organized, staying focused, and staying driven. So if you're kind of needing, looking for something to help guide you, hold you accountable, but have an awesome time all the way, Park Lane, I just can't say enough about it. It's been an unexpected surprise, an unexpected blessing, and I'm just having a ball.
There are so many things that you just said that I love so much, LeAnn. One of the things is when you put the jewelry on, you automatically felt better. And that's one of the things that we know about our product. It's a product that when you put jewelry on, you actually release serotonin. And it's one of those things, it's like a proven statistic. And it wasn't until really that I joined Park Lane that I learned so much about, I'd sold jewelry for years, shared jewelry for a decade. And it was so interesting to me because I heard a fact and it was a woman, or you see a reflection 30 times a day. And when you have jewelry on, it actually makes you feel better about yourself.
Yes.
And there are so many things, when you think about these little boxes of jewelry that we send out and the power of these little tangible items. I love our packaging. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But I love that you felt that instantly.
Yes.
So I think that I call it like a little kind of kick in your heart. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can feel it. You feel the energy. You're kind of like, this feels a little different. Yes. And the fact that you said yes and jumped in for that ocean bracelet. I am so grateful for that ocean bracelet. The simple fact that was the catalyst that brought you here. Yes. And amazing. You have an amazing coach in your sister-in-law, Sarah. I mean, she blows me away. And the fact that both of you have full-time jobs.
Yes.
And you do this on top of your full-time jobs and you have families. And I did some statistics on LeAnn. So I looked to see she's been here 8 months. Has a full-time job, has never done this before. And on average, she is selling close to $3,500 per month. And when she said, I'm going for a promotion. I mean, it is so lined up and it's going to be amazing to watch you, learn even more as you go through our opportunity here. Yes. And one of the things that I also love is the fact that you were tracking for this trip to Paris. So let's talk about the trip for Paris just for a moment. So look at what LeAnn has in her office right now, you guys.
So I saw Sarah won the very first trip when she signed up. So she'd been to Key West. I knew she's been to Aruba. You all just got back from Hawaii. I know she's going, y'all are going to Cabo. So those 2 incentive trips a year are just awesome to me, and I want to go. So
Yes.
the next incentive trip is to Paris in the spring of next year. And so I know what the criteria is to earn this trip to Paris. So I have been working, and we have this trip tracker. So
Look at that tracker. That
yeah,
tracker is like 50% finished too.
I'm about halfway through earning one trip. So, and it's not been hard. Like when you told me, like, LeAnn, you're halfway there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am. Like, how did it happen? So it's been a lot of fun. It's been easy. The jewelry's so easy and so fun. And I'll tell you, people that tell me, oh, LeAnn, I don't really wear jewelry. I don't want to have a party. I don't want to place an order. I don't want to hear it, because let me tell you what, if you don't wear jewelry, you need to start wearing jewelry, even if it's just one pretty pair of earrings, a necklace, a bracelet. You need some nice jewelry, and that is Park Lane. Nice, high quality, fun jewelry.
One of the things about that, the reason why I see your confidence in that, in sharing that, is because you've experienced that.
Yes.
You can see the joy that this has brought you.
Yes.
And not even, I mean, if you look at like even the financial aspect of it, I mean,
yes,
here at Park Lane, you're earning, like, you're earning income, real money. And when I think about, there was a thought that you just said, and it was like, about earning trips or working this business. And so many times, as I've been in this industry now for over a decade and many, many trips earned, people will share with me all the time. They're like, yeah, but you work so hard. You're such a hard worker. And I'm like, okay, there's a difference in hard work. I consider a hard work, like if I happen to be, I don't know, in a situation where I was a single mom and I had to work 4 jobs and some of it was manual labor, or if I was in the military, I mean, that is hard work.
yes,
My job, and I don't know if how you feel about this, LeAnn, but I feel like my job right here, it is consistent work.
yes.
There's a difference in consistency and it being hard. You know what I mean? So it's like, I loved how you just said it's easy. This is so easy.
Well, I've been a single mom working 4 and 5 jobs, and it was very hard. This is not hard. You
Right.
have to be consistent and persistent. You need to get your ducks in a row. But I'm telling you what, it goes by so fast, and it's easy. Just sharing jewelry. It's fun. It's easy.
One of the things when you think about, your first experience, well, this is your first experience with direct sales, but some of the things that you have said, for others of you who are listening, one of the most beautiful things about this company is the longevity of this family-owned business. Yeah. And I always call it the 3 Ps. And I'm like, if you're looking at a company, it needs to be the right people. You got to be partnered with the right people, and you address the people, like the team of people you work with. Yes. You have to have the right product.
Yes.
You've addressed the, the product, and you've addressed all these things. I'm just pulling out kind of like what you've said. And then the programs.
Yes.
When you look at our programs, and I mean, on a regular basis, yes. How many packages do you have coming in the mail of jewelry that you don't even know that are coming to you?
Yes. Well, I had 3 today.
You did? Oh my gosh.
I get excited when I see that box on the porch. It's like, get out of the way. Where's the scissors? I'm going to open up my jewelry. So it's a lot of fun. And, talking about the programs at Park Lane, the training and the direction that we get at Park Lane is unlike anything I've ever experienced. Like all the weekly trainings, the technical support. I mean, it's
the Boards app. Do you like the Boards app?
I love the Boards app. It took me a minute to learn how to navigate it, but like once I grabbed a hold of it, I can even use the Boards keyboard now when I'm making posts in the VIP group. So
look at you.
So it's
a board expert now.
Yeah. Working on it.
So then let's talk about the program. So one of our programs, you guys, is we have Park Lane has travel trips. And it's one of the things that really spoke to me when I was looking at this company, 2 travel trips a year. And that is really unheard of in this industry. And one of the things that I love about traveling is the experience that it gives. It gives perspective. It creates memories. You come home many times and like, you understand like the blessings that you have in front of you. And when I saw that, I was like, I want to travel the world with my family with Park Lane. Like I've got little younger children. Like I want them to experience this.
Yes.
And we went on, so we just came home from Kona, and you shared a little bit about that. My daughter is 10 and she's a dancer. And so one of the things that she shared when we came home, I picked her up from school one day, we were walking home, and she said, Mama, I'm so sorry. Of any time for them to mow the grass, they're doing it right now next to my office window. Anyhow, on a Friday night at 5:19. That's hard work. Okay. So so backtrack, stay in focus. Reese said, Mama, I didn't learn how to hula. And I said, oh, well, I guess we'll just have to go back to Hawaii sometime. Would you like that? And she was like, yes. And she looked at me and she said, yes, but I really want to go with Park Lane.
Oh.
Because she experienced like this company, like this family environment. It is, and when you experience Paris, it's such an incredible vibe of community and family and love. And my children, they recognize that. I mean, kids are little, they're so intuitive. They understand the vibes of people and what they're experiencing. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, that was literally what she said. And it kind of took my breath away. And it was one of those things where I was like, this is what I prayed for and dreamed for my family, for my children to experience traveling the world with this company. And it's such a gift. So LeAnn, last Friday at this exact time, 1 week ago, tell me what happened. You got to tell me what happened.
Okay. So the last week of February, Park Lane did a drawing for 2 trips to Paris. So not only could you earn a trip to Paris, you could win a trip to Paris. So you had to submit $500 in sales, and every $500 in sales, you got an entry into this drawing for one of 2 trips to Paris. Okay. I managed to get 2 entries into the drawing. And there were some ladies on there that had 8, 9, 10. So I submitted my 2 entries and I did not think another thing about it. I forgot when the drawing was. And then actually my brother-in-law, Mark, called my husband and said, where's LeAnn? Sarah wants to talk to her. So I was in the kitchen. We had our grandbaby, Jetty. So I was preoccupied. I wasn't worried about social media. So Sarah said, LeAnn, have you been on Facebook? And I said, no. I said, why? What's going on? I said, did you win? Did you earn that trip to Paris already? Because Sarah's competitive and she's on her A game. She's so good at what she does. So she said, no, LeAnn. She said, you won a trip to Paris. And I went, what? She said, you won a trip to Paris. I went, what? And I started screaming. I screamed till my voice was scratchy. I woke up the next day with a headache. I screamed. Sarah and Mark and I were on the phone for probably 15 minutes till I kind of calmed down. And then it took me another hour and a half to calm down. It's like, I got to call my mom. So it's crazy. You guys, I won a trip to Paris. I've never been to Europe. So getting to come on here tonight and talk to you about this opportunity, I have on my Paris earrings. I have on my Paris necklace that I earned selling Park Lane jewelry. And so I had my Paris sweatshirt on, which I bought this because, you know, where the mind goes, the energy flows. So I have that. And then up above my head, I've got some little Eiffel Tower figurines. And then I had my tracker handy. So you guys, I won a trip to Paris because 8 months ago, I wanted a bracelet. So this is so easy. It's so much fun. I mean, I never would have dreamed I'd have the opportunity to go to Paris. So it's just awesome. You need to come to Park Lane and sell jewelry and get in on this. It's fun.
One of the things that what I love so much about last Friday, when I talked with Sarah said, she said, oh my gosh, I mean, LeAnn gets so excited when she wins a piece of jewelry, like when it's a piece of jewelry. She's like, Sally, she's not going to be able to handle this. And I'm like,
no.
Well,
no.
we need to let her know. So, I mean, it's just, I love that. And what I love so much is the fact that we're so intentional.
Yes.
And I see in yourself that even though, I mean, you're not even though, but you're newer, you're within like your first year.
Yes.
You believe you can do this.
Yes.
Like you were doing all the things, like you have Paris on your mind. It's one of those things that you're seeing and you're 50% of the way there.
Yes.
And LeAnn, I have to tell you, like, it's one of the things that, like, as a mentor and leading the Lighthouse team, and one of the things that I love the most, it's, yes, I want to travel the world with my family with Park Lane, but I want team members more than ever than I can ever even imagine, like, experiencing these travel trips. Yes. And there is there is no doubt in my mind that you will have won a trip and earned a trip.
Yes.
So that's gonna be our, you know, that is what we're putting out there. I know it's happening, and it's through consistency. Just through consistency.
Well, and setting goals. Like you just have to set goals, and there is no reason I shouldn't earn that trip to Paris, and there's no reason I shouldn't have won that trip to Paris. I just never. I am still, it still boggles my mind, you guys. It's awesome.
And one of the things that I, you know, love so much is the fact when you talk about, you know, the 3 Ps, the people, the products, and the programs, and you partner with the right people, and we have the LeAnn family. I mean, they don't have to raffle off free trips to Paris.
No.
They do it because they love the field, and they love seeing people get excited, and they love seeing people like reaching, you know, to submit 500 in sales just for free. And it's like, you know, they are just as excited to be like, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at LeAnn. Like, she's got Paris in her office and a Paris sweatshirt. And like, she won the trip. Like,
I know.
It comes from the top, and it is something that the generosity has been ingrained in the family, which then, you know, then transfers into our teams. And it's like, you know, even in our parties, how we gift, you know, raffles and free jewelry. And it's from the programs of, you know, our Rich Rewards Club. Like the programs, the people, the products, it all just works together in this beautiful, beautiful, like cycle. You know what I mean? Like, and you've experienced it. So
I have experienced it. And I wish you could see a live of me 8 months ago, which I think I posted them all where they delete after 30 days. I should have hung on to them, because if you could have seen me from July till now, I've come so far, and just what a confidence builder, your self-esteem, having a purpose, an additional purpose if you already have a purpose in your life. But Park Lane can be an addition and a good fit wherever you're at in life, whether you're earning Rich Rewards Club jewelry each month, or you're earning a trip to Paris. I mean, it's got you. Park Lane has you.
Well, we are just so incredibly grateful that you're here, LeAnn. I mean, these stories, they consistently always like blow me away. I'm always like, I mean, Park Lane is just, it's such a gift, and I want more people to be able to experience this. And your story right here is impacting so many people. There are going to be people who see this and are going to be like, I remember watching LeAnn, or I remember watching the girl who earned the trip to Paris, and I remember something that she said. So, you know, blessings over these words. I am just so incredibly proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you said yes. And so some of you guys are watching, you're like, okay, like I'm super jazzed. Like, what do I do and how do I do this? Yeah. So those of you who are in our mega party, because this video is streaming into our mega party as well that took place last night. We have 3 different, and those of you who are watching on Facebook too, there are 3 different sign up specials right now, sign up kits. The first one, you pay $99 and you get 500 in product. The second one is the business kit. You pay $229 and you get 1,000 in product. Yes. And then the third kit is the boss kit. You pay $439 and you get 2,000 in product.
Yes.
Additionally, you get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow too. Yes. So this month in particular, when you sign up, you will be able to select a free impression bracelet of your choice. And if LeAnn liked the ocean bracelet from the get-go, she was already impression obsessed.
Yes, I was.
With our colors, and you guys, they're so beautiful.
They are so beautiful.
like they just sparkle, they elevate. The impression studs up close to your face. I love sharing. I'm like, if people don't know this and you're watching this, I've got to give you a tip.
Yes.
You need to wear crystals and sparkles and pearls up close to your face because it actually highlights your face, radiates your face, makes you look like you've had a facial, and it's like a little piece of jewelry. So those impression bracelets, you also get one of those of your choice. And some people are, I mean, on top of the kit, which is amazing.
Well, and the great thing about the kit is you get to pick the jewelry. Pick jewelry that you love, pick jewelry that you'll wear that you can share with your friends and family. And so that's what I loved about it, is it's not a pre-selected kit. So when you sign up, you really get to customize and personalize your kit right out of the gate.
Yes. So that's really exciting. And you probably now have so much jewelry that you don't even know what to do with all the jewelry that you have.
No, I have so much and I love it. And when I get dressed for work in the mornings, I get, my hair, my makeup on. I come in here and I'm like, I sit here and I'm like, what am I going to wear today?
So and I love it. In your massage therapy, things have changed. You're now wearing.
Yes.
What's your favorite piece to wear to work?
I'll tell you what, I am hooked on the matinee pearl stud earrings.
Yes.
With the pearl necklace.
Yes.
This is like my almost everyday go-to.
Yes.
And I love matchy. I love sets.
That's so pretty too. Yeah.
Like today I went with the silver rue earrings and the silver rue necklace. Yes, I have it right here if I can grab a hold of it really fast. Yeah. It's kind of funny, like no matter how hard you try to keep these organized, they'll get tangled. I don't know. It's probably just me, but
no, it's not
what I wore.
I love that.
I love all of the shorter necklaces. I love to wear the happy necklace set as well, that Tiffany inspired smile.
Yes.
I think I have that here. I thought I did. But anyway.
What do clients say now? Do they notice you wearing jewelry? Or are they like, why are you smiling brighter today?
I have a great story. I'm so glad you asked that.
Okay, share. Please share.
So with my practice, I have this one particular client. She comes about every 3 weeks and she's been my client for years. So I'm doing her massage. She starts face down. She had turned over. And so I'm working on her arms and her hands. And I had on my little matinee necklace. See there, I just had it. Where did I lay it? I had this necklace on and I wear it kind of short. She kept looking at it and I saw her keep looking at it. So I was just kind of like, no, I'm kidding. So after her massage was over, I took that necklace off. I gifted it to her because I wanted her. She'd heard of Park Lane jewelry. She knew I was selling Park Lane jewelry. She wasn't familiar with it. She has a lot of, finer jewelry, just like from her husband and family. But I told her, I said, I want you to have this necklace as a gift so that you can see how wonderful. She put that necklace on right then, and you could just see the change in her from a simple pearl necklace. So ladies, if you feel fat, frumpy, and 50, or just frumpy and 50, you maybe forgot that you're pretty and you're a girl and what it feels like to feel pretty and look pretty, you need this jewelry in your life. You need it.
Well, I have to tell you, LeAnn, you're a perfect fit for Park Lane.
Thank you.
And I love it. With that story right there, I mean, in all transparency, I mean, that's the generosity that flows within this company.
Yes.
And our CEO, Scott Levine, one of the things he does, he carries jewelry in his pockets.
Does he really? Oh my gosh.
Every time when pre-COVID, I mean, he would tell me about these flights he was on and how, someone he just gives out jewelry. He gives it to the, waitresses. He gives it to the people who are on flights with him. Like with his travels, I heard so much about the sharing of jewelry. And I mean, it's so interesting that you shared that story because that truly is the vibe and the culture and the generosity that flows within this company.
Yeah.
And I mean, I love that story. And you're the perfect representative of our heart, this brand, the light that we shine. And guess what? I cannot wait to see you in Paris.
I'm going.
I know you're going. I know you're going. You've already won the trip, but we're going to be celebrating earning the trip as well.
That would be great.
Thank you so much for joining me here. It was an honor. I told LeAnn last week, I said, you know what, we really need to go live and share this story because it's such an amazing story. But I was like, we're going to wait a week because she was still frazzled. I still can't believe I called my mom. I can't believe I won this.
I'm telling you, it took me a couple of days just to come back down. So I'm glad we waited a week so I could actually get my thoughts together. So,
well, congratulations. And you have a very, very bright future here. And I'm super grateful to be part of it.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you guys. That's it. That's a wrap. Bye. Friends. Bye.